lizard, 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 lizard.
Hello, hi. I was told there was not gonna be any children today. Why is there someone at the door? Hi, hello. My room stinks. My laptop has no battery. Oh my god. My room stinks. Did someone try to get in? I think someone just tried to get into my apartment. Because I heard like someone put the key in. And I was like, oh, it's my sister. But my sister's not coming today, so I thought it was weird. But now there's nobody. And Kira's barking. I think someone got the wrong apartment, which is wild. I need this music to be lower. I need it to be even lower. I don't think it was like someone like actually trying to get in because I heard like someone try to put a key in. So I think maybe they just got the wrong apartment. It's not like I heard him try to force the door open, you know? Which is something that happened once, like many years ago. Someone who had just moved in. I don't know how honestly, because the way my building is set up, you really can't confuse apartments. But I guess I don't remember like if there was a specific reason that person got confused. But I remember that happened once. Like the guy was trying to get in, like trying to put the key in, and we were here and we're hearing it. And we're like, who is it? Like, how many people have our key? I thought we were all here, so we went. Like, we opened the door, and the guy was like so embarrassed. But he was new. I don't think. Well, there's a few new people, but they've been here for at least a month. Kira, my coffee got cold. Could you not have pooped like 15 minutes earlier? Now your butt is wet. And I am, my clothes is wet too, but I wasn't gonna change because I'm lazy. Just let it dry. Okay, so oh my god. She's like half her body's wet. I feel a little bad. But it's easier to clean her if I just put her butt in the water than if I try to like use wet wipes. It's also ecologically friendly. So let's get some art done, okay? I don't know, I think okay, so my plan, which might not happen, is to draw this and then oh my glasses are dirty. Give me a second. And then maybe play a little bit of the Modachi Life and then maybe play a little bit of Link's Awakening, but I don't know. We'll see. Actually, I wasn't gonna stream today. I was gonna stream tomorrow. But I forgot that Colombia plays tomorrow, and my brother invited us to his house too. So, stream today and Saturday. Well, I'll tell you about it later. Hi, Nerdopoli. How are you? I am doing better. I have been like good for a few days, but I've just had my sister's kids here, and they're like always up in my business. So I hadn't been able to stream or do much. I guess this is you. I'm very excited because I've been wanting to draw this, like finish this drawing for like what, weeks now? Feels like weeks. Yeah, I did get a lot of rest. I slept so much. I think I'm at a point. Wait, my glasses. I'm at a point in my life where if I like stay in one place for too long, I'll fall asleep. That's just how it is now. I also have today's Ditto. Actually, let's work on today's Ditto real quick because we can do that in like 5 minutes. It's almost done. What's that? Oh, hi, Siren. Welcome, welcome. We're doing the arts. How are you? So, I was gonna say something and I forgot. Story of my life. Oh yeah, my sister's kids. Since they're on vacation, they've been spending a lot of time here. And on Tuesday, Monday. On Monday, it was my nephew's birthday. So I've just been hanging out with them. And tomorrow, wait, no, on Saturday, we're gonna go watch Minions. You like the art? Yes, good. Thank you. Um, we're watching Minions, but it's a secret. We also invited like a bunch of his friends to the movies, but it's a secret. He's not here. Yes, I did see that. You know, I'm like a low key Minions fan. You know, I know it's not popular to say you're a Minions fan, but like I watch all the movies. Um, I like them. I just maybe don't like the cultural impact too much, but you know, in the scale of things that are bad nowadays, Minions are like really low. Also, Illumination is like one of the few like companies that is against using AI in their movies, so you gotta respect them for that. But like, I'm not like the kind of like I'm not. I don't. Well, I do have a little minion toy right here next to me that my niece got me because on Christmas we do a nativity scene, and I every year I troll my mom by secretly adding extra characters to the scene. So I have like a lot of little figurines, a lot of Pokemon, a lot of Mario characters, and I start adding them until my mom notices and she gets really pissed off. So my niece got me this minion, this vampire minion, I think it is. And I have it right here next to me. But I'm like a little bit like a casual, like I'm not gonna get any minions merch. But I do like going to the movies with the kids. Minions are not that fun in Spanish. I think they're better in English, but my nephew's still not at age where he can watch movies subbed. Oh, and we're also going to Supergirl on Sunday, so we're gonna have like double movie. But the thing is, here movies before 3 p.m. are super cheap, so it's like a good time to go to the movies. We're watching Supergirl on. We're watching Minions on Saturday and Supergirl on Sunday. But yeah, so I'm gonna be busy. this weekend. So I wanted to get a stream in now that I'm feeling better. But yeah, I forgot to draw a little face on the. I don't even know what that is. Like it's a design, but it changes according to the face. It's really hard to find things for kids to do that are not like super expensive these days when they're on vacations. Um, I don't know if you can tell, but she's supposed to be whistling. See, I told you I could finish this in like 5 minutes. Okay, that last musical note is a little shitty. Let me just save it and then we can get on to the main event. What is that? Oh my god. What was that? That scared me. Okay, I'm muting the mic. I think they're done. I might be wrong. I swear this only happens when I try to stream, okay? Like, it's like the universe conspires to be as loud as possible when I say, "Oh, I'm gonna stream." Just be loud. Just, let's install everything we haven't installed. Let's. What was it they were doing last time? Oh, they were remodeling the floor. My neighbors were remodeling their floor. I feel like rusty. I'm also not recording this, damn it. I'm feeling a little rusty. I haven't really been drawing. Um, Other than like the little Dittos. And I did Yumi's birthday present. That's Yumi's birthday present was kind of like a Ditto. So Ditto with detail on the face. So I'm feeling a little rusty, but that's good. Let's get back into it. Okay, it does seem like whatever they did, it was just a little bit of drilling. I actually don't know what that was. It sounded like right next to me, which is always feels a little intimidating when it's like the apartment right next to my room. Who is calling me? Scam. Okay, thank you. You know, it's funny those like those what do you call them? Caller ID apps. People complain that they like give you more spam, but I feel like ever since I got it, I just keep blocking all the numbers, and now I don't get as many. Well, I started getting a lot when I started like sending around my um resume, my CV. People call it different things apparently. Um, I tried getting them again, but I feel like I blocked them and I kind of like start getting them last. I gave my dog the last light of old bread before I put a new bread out and then ate a piece of new bread and she was dead. That piece wasn't for her. It's the green. But also, dogs deserve everything, except mine who pooped right before I started stream. I need to take her to the vet because, um, well, I need to take her to the vet to get groomed because she's a multi-poo and they get a lot of hair around their little butthole. Butthole. They get a lot of hair around their butthole, and she has a lot of hair there. So now even every time she poops, she gets a little bit dirty, and I have to clean it. And I'm trying not to use wet wipes because I feel like they might irritate her skin. So just get in the shower with her and wash her. I'm gonna see if I take her. I'm gonna see if I can take her tomorrow. I was gonna take her today, but I woke up and I just did not feel. I just see the sun outside because I take her walking because it's not that far away. She doesn't justify calling an Uber, you know. It's like a nice 10-minute walk. Well, with her, it's a 10-minute walk. If I was just walking myself without her, it would be like a 5 minute. She has to stop and smell everything, so it's a 10-minute walk. And every morning, I wake up for breakfast and I see the sun outside, and I'm like, I don't want to walk outside. It's too hot. But I also can't justify like paying for a ride. I also need to take my cat. I think she needs to get dewormed. I think it's been a while since she got dewormed. Oh yeah, both my dog and my cat love smelling everything. At night when I feed my cat, I give her all the options. This is salmon, this is chicken, this is beef, this is tuna. Which one do you want? And the one she smells the most is the one I give her. Also, when I get home, she has to my cat. This is my cat. Okay, like my dog has to smell me, and if I encounter another dog, she like won't stop smelling my legs. But my cat has a thing where she has to smell your fingers. You get home, she has to smell your fingers. And I'm like, what are you calling me out for? That I ate delicious food without you? I call her I call it the inspection. So sometimes people come over and my cat like grabs the hand and I'm like, you have to let her smell your hands. That's an inspection and she's not gonna leave you alone until she smells your fingers. But be careful because if you did not wash your hands and your hands still smell like poop, she'll get a little nibble. She will want to nibble a little bit. So wash your hands first. She doesn't nibble hard, but you know, cat's teeth are really sharp. So even a little nibble hurts a little, especially if you're not like used to it. I feel like a lot of people are not used to. It's gonna sound really weird. I feel like a lot of people are not used to animals biting them. Um, so like I've had pets my whole life. I had dogs my whole life. This is my first cat. But I've had dogs my whole life, so I'm kind of used to them like nibbling, like just biting really softly, because that's how they play. But some people are not used to that. Yeah, yeah. They're like little love bites. I call them. I always say love bites because my mom is scared of cats. Um, because when she was a kid, she was a menace. and she like would tease the cats. Like some of them were like feral cats, and they would chase her, and she had to climb a tree to escape them. But cats can climb trees. I don't know. She always tells me that like she's scared of cats, but we have a cat now, and um, Iggy, her name is Iggy. She likes giving little love bites. My mom thinks she's attacking her, and I'm like, Mom, that's just affection. It's not. But my mom doesn't like it at all. And the thing is, even if it's like a soft little nibble, if you like pull your hand away, it's gonna cut you. It's gonna like leave a mark because they're sharp. So I always tell her like, don't do that. Especially because cats, when you do like really harsh movements, they can see that as they're playing, like we're playing with them, and not as we're scared of you. Oh, these boots actually look pretty cute. I'm not very good at drawing shoes, but these boots, I kind of ate with them. They're looking cute. Cuteness. I don't know if there's a word in Spanish for cuteness aggression. I'm gonna have to Google it. I'm sure there is. Cuteness aggression. How would you say that in Spanish? I'm kind of curious now. I've described to her like it's like when you see something really cute and you wanna, which is cuteness aggression, but you know, it's just old. She's old and set in her ways, you know. She's gotten to the point of old where she accepts that she's old. Mhm. And I wish there was a way I could remove that. I know people say this a lot, and just like it just annoys. Like the other day, I was like looking for something on Twitch and couldn't find it, and I ended up in like the analytics page, and I was seeing how much money I made from ads, and it was like it's not worth it. It's not worth it to give people ads for cents. You know, one of the reasons I started streaming again is because I got threatened because I hadn't streamed in 4 years, and I got an email from Twitch saying that they were gonna remove my affiliate status because apparently that's a thing they can do if you don't stream for too long. And I was like, man, I need to stream again because I don't know if I want to lose that. Like, what if I want to take streaming seriously one day, you know? And now that I think about it, maybe I should have just let it remove it. Like, would I have to do like all the things to get it again, or would I just be affiliate free forever and never get out? I actually don't know. Do like non-affiliates? Do you still have to watch ads? I'm not sure. Because back in oh my god, what are they doing? Back in my day, it was different. Jesus Christ! Hello, can I talk now? Yeah, we had a whole meetup, and the thing is, back in the day, I make this joke, but this is like I say it as a joke, but it's kind of serious. How where I live got gentrified. So when I moved here, this street was just like a bunch of old houses, and my building and the building in front of mine, and they're like old buildings, right? And then like all the houses got sold and turned into like really nice buildings, and ever since that like happened, they started complaining and they had to stop doing the meetups. But like that's like it wasn't like they were doing it, you know, 6 a.m. on a Monday, you know. They were doing it like Friday evening, something like that. I never really like thought of it as a problem because once again, it's like Friday evening. It was something like that. I don't remember if it was Friday or Saturday, but it was like a time where it really didn't bother me. Um, but when all the buildings started, like the ones like my building wasn't between two houses, and now it's between two really nice buildings. So much so that like my building was like yellow and it had like green balconies, and it looked so odd next to all these white buildings that they ended up painting it white and gray. Like we got like super gentrified here. Um, but I really it didn't bother me. I mean, it was loud, but it's like I mean, I also live near a club, but not like a what do you call those things? Like a country club, but it's not a country club. It's the Italian club, and they do a lot of parties there. So like on weekends, sometimes we get like really loud music, but it's like the weekend. Like who cares, right? Like let people have fun. The only thing I didn't like is that there was a house that is not that is now a building, but that one is in the other street, and those people used to like every time there was a party, used to throw fireworks. I really did hate that. I'm glad they're gone. I'm glad they're gone because it was always fireworks, and I hate fireworks. My pets hate fireworks. Yeah, it's no. It was like I mean I'm not gonna say that like I loved it being like yellow and green, but it had like a like it had like a it was an old building. It was kind of like had a vibe to it, and that was just like everything else. But now it fits the street, I guess. I think that's all the line art. Oh, the glasses. Well, I'll leave the glasses in the end, please. Uh, how did I do Mooney's glasses? Give me a second. I think I just did them with. I'm not very good at drawing glasses. I actually downloaded some. Oh yeah, I did them with color for Mooney. I actually downloaded this thing that is like glasses. Look at that. Some glasses acid. Because I was drawing someone with glasses and I didn't want to. I didn't want to draw. Oh yeah, I'm guessing because of like what is it, 4th of July? I really like the shape of yours. That's probably gonna make them easier to draw actually. Hi Cap, how are you? Um, I remember I've only been in the U.S. for one 4th of July. Um, and I remember that being pretty crazy. Because our Independence Day, well, I mean, our Independence Day, I'm not gonna say it's like not crazy. Like you go to the mall and it's like party everywhere. Our Independence Day is on the 20th. And we're probably gonna get fireworks too, because that's a thing now. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, damn, I want glasses like that. If I ever change my glasses, I want to have like a really cool, want them to have like a really cool shape. These glasses, I've had them for so long, but they were so expensive. Um, yes, I was gonna leave the light. I was gonna leave glasses for that. I have your pictures. You see, everyone always says that, but I get my glasses, well, not my glasses, my lenses through my insurance. I actually can also get the frames through my insurance, but they have like a very limited option um, for like the frames, and they're usually pretty ugly. The reason I got these glasses was because I used to have I used to buy like cheap ones, cheap frames, and I was always losing them, and I realized it's because I they were cheap, right? So I was like, I'm gonna buy some really nice, expensive frames, and I'm gonna force myself to take care of them because I'll be like, oh, this is really expensive. I have to take care of it, and it kind of worked. It kind of worked. I'm trying to, I'm trying to find a hair color here. Mm, mm, mm. Honestly, one of the hardest things to do for me is finding the right hair color because I feel like hair color is something that when you do it in mm, this is too yellow. When you do it in like a realistic portrait, it's easy because you can mix and match and blend colors and do that. But when you're doing it in a little cartoony drawing, stylized drawing, it's a little harder. I'm gonna I'm gonna try this color and we'll see. I had those and then I went to change my lenses because I was not seeing and I don't know where I put them. It's believe me, it's like the most common thing is like when people send me pictures of them for a drawing, it's like I'm like I don't know what your hair color is and they're like I don't know either. I usually try to like when it's kind of like your hair color where it's like not blonde, not brown. I try to like go for a little bit of brown and then do blonde highlights. But I think this one might work a little. I remember one time someone sent me like 5 pictures of them, and like every single picture, their hair color looked different. And I was like, I like, are did you dye your hair? And I know my hair always looks different. And I'm also like that. I'm also like that. I'm also uh I was blonde when I was a kid, but now my hair is like light. I don't even know what hair my color is. It was easier when I dye my hair because I could just be like, I have red hair, I have black hair. But now that I'm natural, see this looks really blonde and it's not. Because when I draw blonde, I usually draw this color. Hmm. I'm just, I kind of like this color. I've never used it for hair. Once again, like I think once it, I usually like once all the colors are in, I'm like I decide if I like it or not because I could spend like 3 hours picking hair colors. I've done that. I've spent like a lot of time thinking of hair colors, and most people are like you. They're like, it's fine if it's not accurate. I have legs. Oh shit. I was playing. I was playing with the kids yesterday. I was playing I'm on observation. I don't know why Mighty Gabi likes that game so much. I was playing I'm on observation. I don't know why listening to Rock Lobster just reminded me of that. Artistic interpretation. Exactly. Purple dress, short brown boots. I'm glad you said purple dress because that's my color. Okay, I'll be here. Purple. I'm probably gonna use this purple. Oh, I missed quite a chunk here. I want to get more coffee, but I am trying to like not drink all of the coffee at once. This is my favorite part of Red Lobster. Oops. This is my iPod playlist. It's the same playlist I was listening to last time I streamed. You know, now that iPods are kind of like back, a lot of people are like getting iPods. My iPod still works. I just don't have a cable to charge it because Apple switched its cables. And I'm wondering if I can like get one. Like now that it's more popular, or maybe they're more expensive now because it's like popular to get an iPod. I have my iPod right here. And I also have an iPod Classic. Wait, yeah, it's an iPod Classic, I think. Um, I don't remember how much space it had, but it had like a shit ton of space. I kind of really want to see if I can get a cable for it. What did I say? Light brown boots? I just read it and I forgot. Short brown boots. I don't know if these were short, but they're gonna be brown. Yeah, mine last time I like a few years ago. I borrowed someone's cable and I charged it and it was working. It was working fine. It had all my music from high school. Um, but my friend did not want to sell me his cable, unfortunately. I don't know how light brown is. This was a long time. I don't even talk to them anymore. I do kind of like that people are getting iPods and shit like that. A lot of people are getting DSs. All my DSs are that. I actually need to remind my friend to if we're gonna see each other on Sunday to get um his what do you call it, the charger for his 3DS because I need to charge my 2DS and test Pokemon, what is it, White? Wow, I love cat, like I would love to have tapes again. And there's something about a tape that was just delicious. I remember like even when CDs were like the popular thing, we had so many tapes and I loved them so much. It's because it's trendy again to have it. That's why. The other day we were listening to this artist. I really like her name is Laura Pausini. She is Italian, but she has a lot of music. She also makes like her music in Spanish, so she's really popular here. And I was telling my niece that I used to listen to her. Like I discovered her because I my sister had her tape and I used to listen to her tape and she was like, tapes? You listen to music in tapes? Yeah, tapes. I told her I had Laura Pausini, I had Shakira in tapes, I had Nana in tapes. I have a lot of bands that I still listen to in tapes. A lot of artists I still listen to in tapes. I don't know what I want the background color to be so far, but I'm looking at the glasses. These are really cool glasses. Maybe some purple. I think like with everything going digital, people are just really wanting the physical stuff. I like really can't blame people for that. I saw someone today saying that like with Sony's new announcement that video game sections in stores are basically just gonna be Nintendo sections, and I'm like, yeah, don't ruin it too. I mean, Nintendo has terrible system too. I'm not gonna defend it. Um, but it is like you can't. Something I like about Nintendo is that you can share your Switch games with people in your family. In the scale of everything bad happening, Nintendo is not that bad, I guess. Exactly. Exactly. But like in Nintendo, if you have a digital game, you can share it with people like in your Nintendo family. Which I think, like, once again, in the scale of everything happening, that's good. I'm trying to see if this game works, this Pokemon White works because I want to see if I can send it to a friend. But I don't want to spend, well, I don't want us to spend the money, getting it there only for it not to work. Which is why I'm trying to get a 3DS charger. I also want to test the other ones I have to see if people want them. Like I don't need the DS games. I'm gonna be honest. And a lot of people have been getting DSs, so if I can like just send it to them, I'll be fine with that. I'm kind of sad I don't have the original Tomodachi Life. I have the box. I don't have the name. Um, that's probably the only game I would wanna like replay. There's stuff in the original Tomodachi Life that is not in this Tomodachi Life that I miss. Like mostly talking about the concert hall here. I don't miss babies. I'm never gonna miss babies. I think I'm gonna play like maybe an hour of Tomodachi Life, seeing like how bad our island is after like a month of not playing it. I have gone into the island and gotten like the daily money a few times, but other than that, I haven't checked anything. But I think we could. I wanted to. The thing is, it's really hard to stream when the kids are on vacation. So maybe I can have like a better schedule when they go back to school. Um, but I was thinking like we could have like one day we play Tomodachi Life, the next day we play another game, and then if I stream 3 times a week, like every day I play something different, and then like it repeats the next week. I want to replay Link's Awakening. I want to replay. I want not even replay. I want to play Super Mario Wonder. I only played a few levels of that, but the kids can't find it, and I'm like this close. Like they're gonna be grounded all day just looking for that game. Because if they lost that game, I'm gonna be so upset. But I only play a little bit of it, so most of it is gonna be like brand new for me. There's a few games on my Switch I want to replay. Yeah, Super Mario Wonder. It's like the last. Well, if you don't count the Peach one, it's like the last Mario game that came out that was like a platformer. And it's a lot of fun. When I played it, I had a lot of fun. But I gifted it to one Mario like a Christmas present, and I only played it for a little bit. I think I forgot to mention that I got my controller. It's right here next to me. We're gonna test it today. I have it charged. I just haven't used it. Um, but we're gonna try it today. Since we have a new controller, we can play other games that are not Tomodachi Life. It's not that I don't want to play Tomodachi Life. Um, I'm still not bored. I play it every night. I'm playing it less. That is like I've been playing it less, but I still play it every night before I go to sleep. But I do want to play other things. There's a bunch of Pokemon games I want to replay too. I know we played was it Sword and Shield on stream? But I think that was the last Pokemon game I played on stream. There's like two more I got that I never played on stream because they were after. I was thinking since I made the new account, the stream account, I can like play those and not have to delete my save files because I do have some. This is the weirdest thing about Pokemon. Okay, like I'm like I don't want to delete them because I have some shinies there, but like, what do I do with those shinies? I don't even play those games. Like, do they really matter? But now I don't want to delete them because my shinies. What did I do? Ah, it's looking cute. I like it. We're at 42% on my Switch 2. When we get to 50%, I'll do another giveaway. When we get to 75%, I'll do another giveaway. And we get fully funded, I'll do another giveaway. Those are my goals. You like that shade of purple? Good. That's actually my favorite shade of purple to dress. This color is the color I use for most of my shadows. So I like it so much. My dad is cooking and it smells really good. Like I had lunch like an hour ago, so I should not be this hungry. My two favorite colors are purple and red. If you haven't noticed, I made my PNG tuber my favorite color. It's actually the funniest thing is that what he's cooking, he's not even cooking. Like that's what I ate for lunch. Oh my god, my mom wants to murder me. So I can't eat too many sweets, and she keeps just making the sweetest things for lunch. And I say, Mom, I think they want to kill me. Like, what my mom into today is something that if you ever visit Cap, I need to get my mom to cook it for you. Cause I mean, no, that's not true. There's restaurants that do it well. I'm not gonna say they're like my mom makes the best. There are restaurants that do make it really good. But my mom's, there's a few things that I think my mom makes better than restaurants. Um, but this is like something I can admit, like the way my mom makes it is good, but restaurants also have like really good recipes. Because my mom makes it with panela, which is unprocessed sugar, and restaurants usually make it with cola. How do I explain what cola is? But it's plantain. It's a plantain. It's really soft and mushy. Looks kind of gross. I posted a picture on Twitter today. It kind of looks a little gross. But it's like cooked plantain, and my mom cooks it in panela, unprocessed sugar. Panela is very Colombian. You won't find it even in other Latin countries. I actually follow this lady that is from Argentina. She's currently here, and she's like shocked at some of the food things. And one of the things was panela. But restaurants do it with cola, which is what is cola? You know, it's one of those things that is like so. What is red cola? Let's look for it in English so it gives me the answer in English. Red cola is a carbonated soft drink made from fruit extracts and may include flavoring from the cola nut. I didn't know the cola nut was a thing. Um, there's a drink here called Cola Roman. Yeah, it's cola like Coca-Cola but with a K. Cola. It's red. I think I've shown you pictures of Cola Roman. But Cola Roman is older than Coca-Cola. It's older than Coca-Cola. Um, it's one of my favorite sodas. It's a debate between Cola Roman and Pepsi, but specifically Pepsi from a dispenser. It can't be like just any regular Pepsi. It needs to be specifically a Pepsi from a dispenser, which is kind of gross because you know I don't trust how they clean dispensers, but it's that specific Pepsi, not any Pepsi. I also like Pepsi, like the what is it, Pepsi Zero? I don't know what you call it these days. I also like that one. But Cola Roman and Cola Roman, you know what? You also have to try out Colombiana, and then you need to try a refajo. You can have refajo with Colombiana. You can have refajo with cola, and it's just beer and the soda. Yeah, some places call it Pepsi Black. When I was thinking of like dispenser Pepsi, I was thinking of Burger King dispenser Pepsi specifically. I think their Sprite is also really good. I don't know, there's something, but the thing is, like, I like dispenser Pepsi, I like dispenser Sprite, but I don't like dispenser Coca-Cola. It's like I don't know. I don't drink that much Coke these days though. If I do, it's like Coke Zero. I have once again forgotten how I did the blush on the previous. Oh, I blended it a little. I remember now. I remember when I lived in the US, I didn't have a lot of soda from dispensers. I usually would have like the fruit punch. But it's because fruit punch was like your fruit punch tastes different than the fruit punch here. So I was like kind of like a new thing for me and I was obsessed with it. Sprite and dark soda, interesting. We have a Sprite here because we were gonna make sangria. Like we have the wine, we have the Sprite. We don't have the well, we had the fruit, but I drank the oranges today. Oops. I think we still have the apples though. But I did drink the oranges. There's something about an orange juice that is I just love an orange juice. I'm thinking about orange juice. I want orange juice. Orange juice is so expensive. Really? Damn. Nah, here it's well your oranges are different than our oranges. I don't like a Florida orange I hate. Yeah, that's my problem too. I at one point I was drinking so much orange juice that my doctor was like, "You're gonna get an ulcer. Stop drinking No more sour things, no more citrusy things, no more spicy things. You're gonna get an ulcer. Oh, I do like that too, Cap. Our oranges are a little more sour. I think, well, I mean, when I Florida oranges, it's not that I didn't like them. It's just they were really sweet and like bland tasting compared to oranges here. Um, but that was a long time ago. What I do now is I moderate my spicy, citrus, and sour. I don't eat that much sour things. I used to have a lot of like gummy bears, like sour worms, all those things. I don't eat that anymore because I don't eat that much candy. Blood oranges, interesting. Well, oranges here are green for starters. They're orange inside, but outside, I'm googling blood orange. Excuse me. Whoa, those look so cool. Wait, I wonder if you can find these here. I've never seen them before. Oranges here are green, and they are more sour. I drink them with no. Well, I think my mom puts a little bit of sugar in it, but I could drink it with no sugar. I don't know if you can find these oranges here. Maybe in like Price Mart. Price Mart is kind of like Costco. Maybe there. They said that that's where you get Florida oranges in Price Mart. But we usually just get the orange ones for sangria because they're sweeter. Now I want orange juice. It's okay. Our new president is gonna love you coming here, Cal. You have time. I'm not crying. I'm fine. I was like, what is DR? And it's because I was thinking like the names in English, in Spanish. I was like, what is DR? I got it. That's Drawland. I was thinking República Dominicana. No, it can't be because that's RD. So stupid. My brother was there for his honeymoon. He really liked it. We were planning like a trip, like a family trip for my mom's birthday, but now like she's like not wanting to travel on a plane. So oops, I have the symmetry on. I don't know what we're gonna do in the end. So my mom turns 70. 70 in September. It's like a good age. But she hasn't traveled. She hasn't traveled in an airplane since I was 4 years old. So that was 30 years ago. She hasn't traveled on a plane in 30 years. And I'm like, Mom, if you travel on a plane today, you're gonna think they're so tiny. There's no space for anything anymore. 30 years ago, there was space for everything. I remember when I was a kid, like if you were in the window seat, you could like leave. You could go to the bathroom, and the two people like next to you didn't have to stand up. It's wild. So I thought I think that's gonna be like the big one for my mom. Like there's no space. Yes, that's true. I noticed that. Like the last time I traveled, when was that? Like February, March? I mean, I don't travel a lot because I don't like traveling, but I was like trying to see, and it's not aligned. Like I wanted to take a picture and I couldn't. Because I traveled like when I came back, it was like 8 a.m. It was like really bright out, and I wanted to take a nice picture, and I had to like, it was so uncomfortable to take a picture outside for my thing because it's just not aligned. I did buy like and you have to like buy your seat. I feel like that wasn't a thing. I bought the seat, like the window seat, the window seat because I planned on sleeping. I did not sleep. Don't there's like a little gap there, right? Oh, but I think I did. What is that gap there? Fixed it. It was the dress. No, I there wasn't, but like I had a guy next to me on my way back that was really nervous. Um, on my way there, I like it was Bogota. That's like an hour and something. It was the guy next to me thought I was from there, and I was like, I feel a little insulted, but okay. 10 years ago, yeah. I mean, I feel like when I went to Sweden, that I went like from Panama to Amsterdam, Panama City to Amsterdam. That was like a really long flight, and I was in the aisle seat, and I could just not get comfortable. But that wasn't as bad as my way back because I had the middle seat, and I just did not know where to like. I just watched movies like the whole. I don't remember how long it was. 10 hours, 12 hours. I don't know how long it was. I just watched movies the whole time. I could not sleep. The thing is, when I talk to other people that are not my friends, I have a really neutral accent. A lot of people, that's why a lot of people think I'm from the capital because when I talk to strangers, my accent is neutral because I overthink my accent a lot. And, but when I'm with friends, I feel like my accent comes out, or like with my family. But that guy who thought I was from the capital, I was like, I find that a little insulting. When I got to Sweden, when I got to Gothenburg, it took me like a week to feel normal. It took me like a whole week to feel normal. Thinking of losing all why is my okay my my style stylus my I guess it's my laptop is being weird. Okay, it's fine now. Um, it just like it really made me never want to travel to Europe again or anywhere that's like not close by. I mean, I've never really liked traveling that much. I'm not good at traveling. I'm not good in planes, but it really like made me not want to travel at all. Like I would be like, oh, I'll put up with it, Like I remember wanting to go to like Australia. Like before I went to Sweden, I wanted to go to Australia. Um, and now I'm like, I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could. Like Australia has been like a place I wanted to go since I was a kid. Or like Japan, like those are places I wanted to go since I was a kid, and I'm like, I don't know if I could do that. So far away. It's only 6 hours from here to your capital, which is the same as going from East Coast to West Coast. Jesus. I don't know if like that's, but if you go to Miami, you can either come directly here to Barranquilla or that the plan we had with Creaky was before Spirit before Spirit Airlines died. The plan I had with Creaky is she would travel to Miami, and for Miami you can get a plane here or to Cartagena, which is like a car, like 2 hour car, 3 hour car ride away. That's so cool. Oh, that must be such a nice honeymoon. But the plan Creaky and I had was so she was in New Jersey. So she was going to New York, some New York, one of the New York airports, I don't know. And from New York, she was going to Miami. And from Miami, she was going to Cartagena. And I would go to Cartagena. Either I would get a bus there or my sister would drive me. I would pay her to drive us. Or maybe, I don't know, someone, I would pay someone to drive. But then Spirit Airlines died. So there were our plans. Yes, that's what I want to. This the thing I like about traveling the most is the food. It's kind of funny because when I went to Sweden, like one of my favorite foods there was like food I ate at a Thai restaurant. No, that's not true. Like the person I was staying with, let's just say person, um um his mom cooked really good. I can't deny that. It was like a really good cooking. Yeah, I'm guessing that's because Spirit is that. Well, the thing is, it has. Well, it has to be like this, like Miami International Airport. Like you can travel to Barranquilla. I want to eat. Yes, I want to eat. I want to eat. It's not like what people do. Like, oh, you can do like this really cheap trip to Japan and like eat like ramen noodles like from a cup and like just. And I'm like, no, I can't do that. I want to eat. It's just like so stupid because if you're like, let's do this in the draft. You're in Miami or you're in the U.S. This is the U.S. and like you're here. Well, if you're in Miami, you're here, but if you're somewhere in the U.S., I don't know, here, and then you come to Colombia. So this is South America and Colombia is here. Barranquilla is here and Bogota is here. This is super, super like general, obviously. So you would do this. Shh, well, I guess it would be more like, right? But that's insane. Like when you could like do this, do this. Actually, I think if Barranquilla is here, Florida is more like here, like this. You could feed two people for like 20. Oh, I can't even say that anymore because the U.S. dollar here is so low. Like the But that might look, would that be good or bad actually? I don't even know. I don't even make pesos. I make dollars. I don't know why I'm thinking of like the conversion rate. That's what I don't like about like the Bogota thing because it just feels so stupid. Maybe one day. I'm just like not even paying attention to this graph. I need to lock in. I would be in You would be. You would be here right now if our travel plans had worked out. Well, your travel plans had worked out. That's wild. You would be World Cupping here. You would have experienced what a World Cup is here, which is oof, it's a thing. Oh yeah, if you're into Peru, usually it's like I don't remember who else told me that they had a lay. The thing about layovers here is you go to Bogota, which is like mountains and it's cold and it's like a lot of people don't expect it. A lot of people don't expect how cold Bogota is. Because I've had people tell me like they had layover in Colombia and it was weird because it was cold and like yeah because the capital is cold because it's in the mountain. But if you go to where I am, like I live in the coast, I live in the Caribbean coast, it's hot. It's very diverse here. And it's funny because sometimes people go to Bogota and they do zero research. There was actually a guy who was like filming that the other day in the airport in Bogota. So like they say oh Colombia near the equator, South America, hot, and they don't do any more research and they go to Bogota and they have like shorts and sandals and like no sweater, no coats, no nothing. I was in Bogota, when was it? March? And it was so cold. Just not used to that type of cold. But I didn't really suffer until like when I was the way back. Right? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But let's see how much like how cold Bogota is right now. Um, I mean, it's cold. The thing about Bogota is that it's cold, but if it's sunny, you will get a sunburn. How cold is Bogota right now? We're at 30 here in Barranquilla. Bogota right now is 16, and it's raining. Fun. That's another thing about Bogota. You go to Bogota, you're gonna experience the rain. 16 is nice to you. Well, yeah, Bogota doesn't really get to negative temperatures. It's just the 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 climate there is like that because of the mountains. That's the only reason it's cold. It's not like they get winter. Well, we do get winter, but it's not winter in the way other countries get winter. I feel like you get. You know what? I'm gonna take that as a sign to get more coffee. BRB. Hello. I took the chance. Wait, wrong screen. I took the chance and also brushed Kira's butt so her hair wouldn't tangle her fur. I forget that in English there's a distinction between hair. I mean in Spanish too, but I feel like it's not as distinct or as used. Distinction between hair and fur. Pelaje. Sounds different. I don't know. Like if you say the dog's hair, it doesn't sound as bad in Spanish as it does in, or as weird in Spanish as when I say it in English. I was explaining that to Marigabi that there are words in English and Spanish. You really can't, like when you change them, or like they kind of sound weird. For example, yesterday, what was the word he was using? Equal? Equality? It's not even that it's said wrong, but I'm trying to teach them like some words that are like casual words in Spanish are a little bit like fancier in English, and I think equal is the word that we were talking about yesterday because um when we were playing observation duty, and he wanted to say that all the rooms were the same as before, but he said all the rooms were equal, which in Spanish is igual, it's fine, but in English it sounds weird. And that's like something that when you learn Spanish, when you learn English in school, you don't always like learn how to be casual, how to have casual conversations. There is a word that I always tell them like you cannot translate that word, which is so in Spanish when you say molestar, it means to annoy someone, but in English when you say molest, totally different. There was another word that came up that was like you cannot use that exact translation. That's why they have me to learn, thankfully. And I've seen people like on social media that did not know that it's not the same in Spanish and in English. Accidentally say it and people be like, "Oh my god, that's so weird. Why are you saying that?" Shift instead of interesting. Yeah, there's like a lot of like nuance in language that I didn't learn like from school. I'm sure it's like that like in most languages. It's like a big one people always bring up is how in English, um, you just say love, but in Spanish, you can say te quiero and te amo. They're different things. Like you say te quiero to friends, you say te amo to um, like you're like it's more like you're like maybe you can say it to like your parents, right? But it's also like something you say to like your husband, your partner, your whatever, right? But in English, you just say I love you to everyone. It's like the one I was saying the other day that in Spanish there's a difference between there's a word for the inner ear and the outer ear. So if it's the outer ear, it's an oreja, and if it's the inner ear, it's an oído. It's the oído. And there's also a word for a fish if it's alive and swimming, and if it has been fished. So like you say fish, it's a pez. And when it has been fished, it's pescado. So you don't when you eat fish, you eat fished. You don't eat well, I'm sure some places say pez because I've seen it. But here where I'm from, you when you're eating a fish, you say fished. You're eating the fish. It's interesting. Language is very interesting. And I know there's like the reverse too, like words in English that have more like meaning, like, and then there's only one word in Spanish for it. But well, there's also like words that is one word in English that if you want to express it in Spanish, you would have to use 2 to 3 words. And I can't think of any right now. Like the reverse is also true. But I can't think of any examples off the top of my head. I think that's also like one of the cool things about being bilingual. Just learn so much. You can learn so much about the people just by the language. I've been reading old books. Okay, so I started reading like classics in English because I didn't really read classics in English in school. So I never like read like Jane Austen. I never read Wuthering Heights. I never read what's the other one I was reading? I forgot. But I never read like classics. I only read the Colombian and like Latin American classics. So I've been reading those. It's hard. It's really hard. But I've also started reading like classics in Spanish that I read like when I was in school and I wanted to read as an adult. And that's also really hard. Oh my god. There are words we just do not use anymore. I'm kind of like sad I did not like Sense and Sensibility. I felt like I was really gonna like it. I have Emma right here, but I bought Emma physical. I think I'm gonna like Emma. Yes, I've heard like well, I tried reading Wuthering Heights in English and I could not read it. It did not. I did not understand any of it. I started reading it in Spanish. I still haven't been able to read Wuthering Heights in English, and I'm pretty good at English. You know, I've been learning English since I was 4. I'm pretty good at it. It's like when I was in high school and we started reading Shakespeare, and there's like Elizabethan English and like then like the modern translation. And sometimes I'll be like, oh, I can totally understand the Elizabethan English. And I'm like, start reading it and I had like nothing. I did not understand any of it. I was reading, like maybe last year, I was trying to read, what is that one called? I'm gonna have to Google it. I don't remember the name in English. A Midsummer Night's Dream. A Midsummer Night's Dream. Okay. Sounds different in Spanish. And I was like, no, I need the modern version. I cannot keep reading this. I'm not understanding most of it. Yeah, my niece and my nephew are also growing up trilingual. They start French and my niece starts French this school year, this next school year. So they're already learning English, and now they're gonna start learning French. I started learning French, but like when I was graduating high school, French was being implemented. But I didn't do a lot of French. Like I know very basic French, but they're gonna like start learning French since seventh grade. So I think that's gonna make them like really good at French. Most American. I mean, I don't say this as an offense, but I did, do 2 years of elementary school in the U.S. And this was like back in the day too. I was a kid, and when I got there, everything people were like, I got there in fourth grade. Everything that we were learning, especially math, was shit I already knew. And then when I came back for sixth grade, I was behind everyone. So there's that. I did. I do have the disclaimer that I did go to private school and it's a really good school. But my sister and my brother didn't. They went to public school. They're really smart. I was the lucky one that got to go to private school. Especially back in their day, they didn't like English wasn't a requirement in public schools. Now it is. It's funny because my siblings are what you can call learned English from watching Friends, which is apparently a lot of people. They just learn English watching shows. Every time I do the pokey catch, it changes my it takes my glasses off. No, I didn't do it on time. Back to the glasses. Um, yeah, it's really fascinating. Like as someone who like like went to a bilingual school, it's fascinating that people like a lot of people learn either watching shows or or like just on the internet these days. A word with more than three syllables and people are like stop showing up. I've seen that happen on Twitter. I forgot the mouth. Where's the mouth? Hello, mouth? Oh, it's on the dress. That's why. Mm. It's almost easy. I mean, I won't say that like something like that doesn't happen here, but people also get weird if you pronounce a foreign word correctly, and it's like, man, I'm trying to respect the. Yeah, I've also like experienced that, but like, so when I'm speaking Spanish here, and you say something in English, you have to say it with an accent, or people will like. But I think it's different because it's like a lot of people here are very like anti-American just because of like how much um like it affects us and like how much tourism and a lot of bad things happen because of how popular it has become to come vacation here or just live here and work remotely. But like for example, I'm gonna order I don't know. I'm gonna order ice cream. I don't know. And There's a there's a Ferrero Rocher ice cream, and I always say Ferrero Rocher. Rocher. Because if you say it fancy, people will be like, oh, yeah, I get it. Like I've personally never had a bad experience. Everyone that I've met that is like an American here has been really nice, really like I'm wanting to learn, wanting to like get in the culture. But Rotel, I don't know how you pronounce it actually. I was trying to think kind of like if you're gonna say nuggets, you have to say nugget. If you say I'm trying to think of words that are like commonly in English here now. I mean, you could learn Spanish. I'm just saying Spanish is a scary language to learn. The thing about learning Spanish is that you really have to learn that our vowels have one sound and only one sound. Rocher, huh? I said Rochelle. You have to learn that our like the hardest part from like English speakers learning Spanish is that is the vowel sounds, because vowels in English can have two two sounds. So when you say a, that's two vowel sounds in a single vowel. But in Spanish it's a. And I think that's like what a lot of people struggle with learning Spanish. It's the vowel sounds. Um, I'm gonna draw them in a darker color. I'm gonna. I'm trying to see how this is gonna be easier for me because I can't see. Well, no, actually, I can see these pretty well. That's fine. I'm gonna draw them, and then I'm gonna like draw the idea of them and then fix them because that's gonna be easier for me. Where's my chat? Hi, Floda Pop. All the conjugations trip me out. Something I like about Spanish that English doesn't have is diminutivos. So diminutivos is when you make a word and give it a suffix that makes it smaller. So when you say dog, it's kind of like saying dog and doggy, right? But in English, it's not as common. You say perro, and then you want to say a small perro, you say perrito. Say cat, gato. Want to say a small cat, gatito. You can do that with every noun. Gafitas, glasses, gafas, gafitas. I took 4 years of it in high school and even AP higher level Spanish and got A's. Yeah, I feel like that was me with French. Well, I took 2 years of French and I don't remember most of it. Yes, that's one of my favorite things in Spanish um is diminutivos. It's just especially where I'm from, camcita. I would be camcita because it's feminine. Capito. That's a really hard thing about Spanish is the gendered words, right? That's another really hard thing. Genders. All words are genders, and do not ask what gender is each word and what the logic is it. Actually, people do call me sometimes Camilita, which is my name. That's generous. Lupita. Okay, I need to make them bigger for starters. Hey, listen to this song live. I've been doing that to the kids every time like a song that I've heard live. They really if you get tacos there, do they serve them with two corn tortillas or I don't know. My friend was in an all you can eat taco thing on Tuesday and he invited me, but I was like, it's not for me. That's not all you can eat is not for me. That's wasted on me. I don't know. I don't really have like I don't really have a lot of tacos here because Mexican places here are really expensive most of the time. And I'm gonna ask my friend who was in the all the you can eat tacos. So like the thing is Mexican food here is more Tex-Mex. You don't find a lot of traditional Mexican food. It's usually Tex-Mex. There used to be a place that had like cheaper Mexican food, but it closed a long time ago. I mean, Colombian food can also be really expensive. Dude, there's a place here that is called Cucayo, and it's like what I call, a tourist trap of Colombian food. Like any like decent Colombia will tell you the food is not that good. But Cucayo is burnt rice, so like I could make some Cucayo right now. It's like when you leave the rice in the and like you let it cook extra so it gets like crunchy. That is Cucayo. And they sell you that shit for so much money. I thought it was kind of crazy. Like you could just like make some at home. And it's supposed to like they give you like this tiny little bowl with burnt rice. And don't get me wrong, I love it. I love it. I love eating cucayo. I don't eat it more because it's not good for my jaw. But the fact that they sell you a tiny little bowl of burnt rice, it's not like completely burnt, okay? I'm saying burnt, but that's an exaggeration. It's like hard, crunchy rice. Tiny little bowl. It's insane to me. Let me hide those sketches in the bag because they're throwing me off. Toasted, that's the word. Like toasty. It tastes really good. If you make rice in a cauldron, calderito. How do you say calderito? Cauldron? Pot? No, it's not a pot. I don't know. Um, and like you leave it some extra time in the fire till it gets crunchy. That's cucayo. Different countries call it something different. Cause I know Joral calls it something different, but I don't remember what it is. Even like inside Colombia, they call it different things. But that's like one of those things that it's like really expensive and not in a for some reason in a Colombian restaurant here. If I ever take you to a Colombian restaurant, I will take you to my favorite restaurant. It's called La Potra. Don't ask me what La Potra means. It's a horse. It's a horse. Female horse? Is that what a potra is? Now I have like my doubts because I'm thinking of the novela. Yeah, it's a young mare. But they have it's kind of like not even they have Colombian food, but this It's translated weird. A foal. A filly. English is also a weird language. It's a young one though, apparently. Like, 'cause there was a Colombian novela called La Potra, and I was thinking about that, and I'm like, wait, is it really called after like a young female horse? Yes, it is. It is. But anyways, it's called La Potra, and it's so good. And it's walkable distance from where I live, and I never go. I'm almost done with this, by the way. I've yapped a lot today, which is fine because I hadn't streamed in a while. It's yap o'clock. It's not even that late because I started stream early. Shedding some extra details that make me happy. Sometimes the extra details are for me. Camcita. You know, if you're saying Camcita, it just reminds me that I had a friend that used to call me Canilita, and it pissed me off because it was like in my edgy era. No. Like, let me tell you a story. It was like in my, like, when I was a teenager, and you're like, oh, I'm an adult, and I'm like edgy and stuff. So, like, calling me Camilita just sounded tiny, sounded like enough, but like now I found it funny. I like actually like a lot of like the nicknames I didn't like when I was a teenager. I've embraced. I've embraced my name. Like, if you all want to call me Cami instead of Cams, that's fine too. That was something that I would not have liked when I was a teenager. Um, Even though Cams was like a nickname that was like my friends call me Cams. You know, my sister calls me Cams. Um, but when I was younger, I did not like being called like other things. But if people want to call me Cami nowadays, the only nickname I don't like is Mari. Like, my first name is Maria, so most people want to call me Mari. But the thing is, my sister's name is also Maria. So like when people say Mari, I think of her, not of me. So that's the only one I don't like that much. But it's not because of the nickname itself. It's because it's just that's my sister. That's not me. Um, there was a Colombian trend that was like Shakira when I was born, Shakira now. And I'm like, why is everyone so young that Shakira was already blonde when you were born? You want to see what Shakira looked like when I was born? I'll show you. Ah, I closed it instead of saving it. I don't want it to show up in the time lapse. I'm gonna open anyway. This is what Shakira looked like when I was born. So there was this trend going around, and people would pose. Yeah, because 91, I was 91. I was born in 91. 91, she was doing Magia. I think Magia came out 91, actually. 24 de junio de 1991. Yeah, 1991. This was literally like a few months before I was born. This is magia. Fun fact, I've met Shakira and I don't remember. Right? That's insane, right? And people really hated her. Like, people here really hated her. Like, had no faith in her. Who's laughing now? Good for her. Like, they mocked her. Like, I know these, well, like, that's like common knowledge now, but my cousin's friends went to school with her. That's how I met her when I was a kid and I don't remember her. And like, she used to get really bullied because they said like she sounded like a goat. Who's laughing now? Yeah, and also I think it's also like, especially back then, like my city has changed a lot. But back then, like you really didn't have like Shakira's and Sofia Vergara's and stuff like that. Um, like we have now. We have Shakira and Sofia Vergara. Um, but yeah, she used to get bullied a lot. I think this is done. I'm looking at it like, wait, I don't have my glasses on. Ooh, that's not good. That I don't have my glasses on. But yeah, this according to my mom, which is always with a grain of salt. Well, it's not even like that crazy to believe. Because my house used to be like the place for parties because we had like a big house when I was growing up. It was my grandmother's house, according to my mom, and like a lot of people too. I don't. My mom is not a liar, but she went to our house once, pre-fame, like when she looked like that, and I was there, and I met her, and I just don't remember, but she wasn't like famous. She was like local famous, kind of. Ooh, let's look at the time lapse, which unfortunately is not gonna be very long because I didn't notice I was not recording it. I think it's this one. Yes. I did meet Sofia Vergara as an adult. Well, not as an adult, as a teenager. No, as tween. That one I do remember. And she was also my neighbor. But I never met her when she was my neighbor. That's also kind of crazy how famous Sofia Vergara is now. Yeah, it's not very, like, I don't know why I didn't realize I was recording the sketch. I love when I record sketches. Yeah, right now it's like, um, who are they, like Olivia Rodrigo, that were being really mean to her recently? Okay, we're repeating now. Oh, hi, this is really cute. Wait, really cute. I'm gonna save it. Save it. Save it. Oh, and let me go back to the other screen. I'm gonna send it to you because I have our conversation right here. Isn't it wild that I want to do another giveaway because I want to draw more of these? Kirky did ask for one, and since she gave me the controller, I'm just gonna make it for her. I'm glad you liked it. It was a lot of fun. These are always fun. I like how like different they all are too. That's kind of like the neat thing about, like, instead of making them randomly, like making them for people, is that they get to be so different. Because I know I have a comfort. Let's open them all. Wait, let's open them all. This is my niece. This is Bailey, Mooney, and we have two more. They're just in different. I want to take a screenshot of it. They're just in a different folder. This is Becca, and this is, where is it? Fairy Bell. Did I open them? Wait. Oh yeah, they're here. I couldn't see them. You know, Becca really was the one that started this because I had like I hadn't like thought of doing anything like this until she asked for one. Look at that. Oh, it's so much fun to see them all like that. You can also see like so Becca was first, and then it was Fairy Bell, Samantha. You can see how like I've gotten better at the bodies too. So at first I had no idea how. I'm gonna screenshot this because I wanna have them. Save the screenshot, please. Thank you. Well, hopefully we'll get more. You can see. Wait. There we go. That's better. All of them. There's not Gatito. You want one? I'm probably gonna make. I made a tiny one, like a portrait one for Creaky. I made Did I save it as Creaky? Yes. I made this one for Creaky. Why can't I pop it out? Oh, if I pop it out, you can't see it. I closed it. Wait, let me close them all. And let's reopen Cookies. I made this one for Creaky. God damn it. It's just a little portrait, but she wants a big one. And since she, yes, you can post it. I don't mind. Since she was very generously gifted us a Switch Pro controller, I'm gonna make her the big one too. Cricket is so cute, isn't it? But that will be another day. I'm gonna switch to switch mode, which is just unplugging one USB cable and plugging another one. I haven't tried the new controller, by the way, so if it doesn't work, we'll find out now. It was too cheap. If it was too cheap to be good, we will find. No, I bought from this place a bunch of times before, and it was on sale. It wasn't like it was just cheap for the sake of being cheap. It was on sale. Is my PNG tuber okay? Hello, girl, your mouth is not open. Hello, there we go. Hello, yeah. I did charge it. I did think I had to charge it. So yeah, I was thinking we could play like an hour of Tomodachi Life, and then I want to play something else. It's still early. But you know how Tomodachi Life is. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do an hour, and then I play 5 hours. Why is it not showing up? Did they change OBS? I can't find the button that I used to make it happen. I can make it work. That's weird. Oh, because it's the wrong one. It's because I was looking at the wrong thing. Let me switch the game. I'm gonna leave this open, so Tomodachi. Did it die again? Oh, I haven't. I should probably. Wait, it's already plugged. Okay, never mind. A port then too.